Once upon a time, there was a 110-pound, 5'0" Asian kid who constantly wished he was born into a different body. He hated himself. His life seemed to consist only of failures. Didn't care much about academics, played video games for hours on end, and every girl he liked never reciprocated his feelings. And this was until he discovered these 6 pillars of glowing up as an Asian guy. That kid then had a shift in his mindset and felt he could be doing more with his life. He thought to himself, this can't be it. This can't be all I was meant to do. So of course he turned to the one place that never let him down whenever he wanted to learn something new. Pornhub. No, I'm just kidding, okay. YouTube. There he discovered creators like Hamza, Iman Gaji, Dre Drexler, Charisma on Command, all these other creators. So he binged all of their videos, took notes, and took everything they said at face value. Started tracking his habits, doing dopamine detoxes, and dipping his toes into entrepreneurship. He did this for all of 2023. It was not easy. There was a lot of trial and error going on. It was frustrating, but then he started seeing results. I know all this because that scrawny Asian kid was me. All throughout high school and up until about 2022, I was that guy who hated himself. And in 2023, I had my first heartbreak, which I then turned into my most transformational year yet. And here's exactly how I did that. And there are 6 main pillars when it comes to glowing up as an Asian guy. All right, number 1 is fitness. I always put this first because it's the easiest one to get into. That'll help you see clear results when you're actually making progress. Unlike something such as mindset and confidence, that one's a little harder. So when it comes to fitness, you will see actual physical changes in your body. And when you're developing this area, it's important to note that there's no trick to body maxing or looks maxing or whatever that is. It's just being healthy. And that's why it's so desirable. You can put on how many other fancy words you want. Voice maxing, looks maxing, I don't know what else, jaw maxing, whatever else there is. Like, it's just being healthy is what's attractive. You don't need to listen to what everyone else is saying to get those chewing gums, to increase your jaw, to do thumb pulling, to get a Korean perm. Look, don't overcomplicate it. Just try and eat as clean as you can. Whole foods, balanced meals, high protein, vegetables, carb source, and then you can get some fruits in there. Drink lots of water and train consistently. This doesn't have to be 5 or 6 times a week. This could be 2 or 3. As long as you're doing that every week, you'll make progress. And if you're just starting out, don't focus on the wrong things. For example, focus on form above all else. Focus on the proper contraction of the muscles and actually stimulating growth for those muscles, rather than trying to lift more than the dickhead next to you at Planet Fitness, okay? It doesn't need to be super complicated. Number 2 is fashion. So the way that I developed mine, it was actually very difficult because there's a lot of trial and error, and then when you try something new, a lot of people are gonna be like, yo, what the hell are you wearing? And then you're like, I don't even know. But you're experimenting and it's fun, but it can also be very demoralizing. So the way that I went about it was I used Pinterest. Pinterest is amazing for inspiration, and that's where I landed on the 2 styles that I have. One is the kind of Korean semi-formal style. I don't really know what it's called, but here's what it looks like. And the other style is athleisure, because I work out often, I play various sports, so it's good to have this comfortable balance along with looking clean, right? There are so many aesthetics out there. You have Starboy, streetwear, goth, furry, if you're into that. Just go on Pinterest, see what you like, make a board, and then I would go into the store. I usually go to H&M, Uniqlo, because I have blanks, but they have very nice, high quality clothes. I would go into there and then try and replicate those outfits and then see how that works for you. Remember though, the best style isn't what your favorite K-pop idol is wearing. It's the style that suits your body shape and complements your personality. It's all about what you like, right? So this is your style. You can develop it and make something that really speaks to who you are. And that's why fashion is so powerful. So I try not to do what everyone else is doing, even though I look pretty freaking basic, especially as an NYU student. But taking different pieces from different aesthetics and then combining it into your own style, that's when you can develop individuality and really let your personality show when it comes to fashion. That's why there's so much into it. I'm still learning about it, but it's really fascinating. But here are 2 tips. So first one, wear clothes that match your body shape, right? So if you're really fat and big, don't wear a compression shirt. And if you're really small and skinny, don't wear huge shirts that make you look like they're your dad's. But I don't know, if you like the baggy aesthetic, that's also different. But if you're also really skinny, just bulk up. And if you're really fat, just cut down. There you go. Change your body too. Because you're gonna be developing your fitness, right? So also when you develop your fitness, fashion becomes easier. All right, number 3, personal hygiene. Bro, real talk, you just need to shower. You stink. So many people at my school just stink, okay? If you just take a shower, you will set yourself leagues apart from the majority of students that I have encountered. In the shower, make sure you don't use water that's super boiling magma hot. Just use, I can't believe I'm telling you guys how to take a shower, but don't keep it so hot all the time. I used to do this. It really dries out your skin and it's not good, all right? Don't keep it boiling hot all the time. You can do it for a little bit when you get in. And then the next thing for showering is use a loofah or some kind of exfoliating scrub. This helps remove dead skin cells and allows for a better clean. And then for hair, at least for me, I don't wash my hair every day. By wash, I mean use shampoo. I don't shampoo every day. I do it every 2 or 3 days. That's when I notice it gets quite oily. So then I go in with shampoo. But the days I don't, I just use conditioner. And when you use conditioner, don't rub it into your scalp like you would with shampoo. You only do the ends of your hair. I didn't know this until last year, so keep that in mind. Yeah, but see what works for you. My hair gets oily after 2 or 3 days, and it's good to maintain the natural oil in your hair. So you don't want to shampoo every single day, because then you're constantly stripping your hair of that oil. And this is good oil. It's produced naturally. Right. So then for oral hygiene, just floss, brush your teeth daily, twice a day. Sorry. I take my dental hygiene very seriously. So in addition to brushing, I don't use physical, by the way. I have a electric toothbrush that I use. I floss, and then I have mouthwash that I use. I only use TheraBreath. TheraBreath is the best out of all the mouthwashes I have tested. TheraBreath is the best. And then I also tongue scrape, because it helps remove some of the bad bacteria that stinks, makes your breath smell bad. So I remove that, but I don't do it every day. Just when it builds up and when I need to. Remember, don't overcomplicate it. I'm gonna be saying that all throughout the video, but it's true. The best routine for personal hygiene is the one that you can stick to. So just do what you're comfortable with doing. You don't have to have a 20-step skincare routine, okay? And then when we go into skincare, simple. Start simple first, okay? Cleanse, moisturize, protect. That's it. Don't add treatment products, serum, niacinamide, BHAs, and all that stuff until you nail the basic routine first. And then you can slowly integrate these products one by one into your routine so that if one causes problems, then you can understand and identify which one caused problems and why did it make your skin blow up. All right, number four, I think we're on 4. It's purpose. So girls like a man who isn't needy, who's busy, driven, and has purpose. I'm very focused on my mission statement. For me, that's paying off my family's debt and covering my future little sister's college tuition. So that's the reason why I work so hard, what gets me out of the bed early in the morning to go to the gym and take care of myself so closely. I don't need this kind of motivation that you get from TikTok edits, right? It's helped me develop discipline, and I live a very regimented life and I like to stick to that. But it's also because it keeps me working towards my goals and my mission statement every day. That's why it's so important to me. This could be content creation, entrepreneurship, which is a very big one right now, but it doesn't have to be. It can also be the corporate path, right? You can go to a good school, become a lawyer, doctor, investment banker, and do it that way as well. That's totally fine, right? It's just whatever path you want to take, have a clear vision, and make sure you're constantly working towards that goal. And when I say constantly, that can be overwhelming, but I mean making incremental small steps towards your goals every day. You don't have to be massive milestones every single day, right? Even the small wins count. Like for me, just filming this video right now is a small win in my book because it's helping me work towards my larger goal, which is coming somewhere in the future. Number 5 is social skills. This is an interesting one because whenever I watched these self-improvement videos, I didn't really see too much on social skills. There was how to pick up chicks and stuff, but a lot of it was find your purpose, develop your physique, and do all these things and go off grid, isolate yourself. But when you do that, one, it's very lonely because I did do that, and your social skills suffer. Social skills can be developed. In order to develop skills, you need to practice them. So how can you do that if you isolate yourself? Go out in the world, touch grass, meet new people, make new friends, and develop meaningful connections. Think about it. You might be a great guy, tall, rich, handsome, massive, schlong, but you can't hold a conversation without your voice shaking, cracking even. You don't know how to communicate and express your ideas. It's definitely not easy, but practice makes perfect. Okay, the last one before this sun come over and hits me, I was getting really windy, but is confidence and mindset. Oh no! This is the most important. And this is why I kind of put it at the end. I've noticed that a lot of videos put it at the beginning, and when I put it at the beginning, people just skip it. So I hope you got enough value from the other ones to where you're gonna pay attention to this. Please, do not underestimate the power of self-confidence and mindset. So especially for Asian guys, we need to overcome limiting beliefs, stereotypes, cultural differences, and kind of language barriers too. There's a lot more in our path than I'd say traditional self-development people, right? It's hard for us to become this westernized version of masculine because the Westerners already don't perceive us as masculine. We're timid, reserved, unathletic, and all these different things. It just doesn't work for us, right? So we need to work even harder to overcome all these different obstacles that are in our way. The next thing you gotta do is develop a growth mindset. How you handle failure is how you'll succeed. Because When you encounter failure, does it knock you down, discourage you, and make you want to quit? Or does it help you learn a much larger lesson and set you up for future success? That's what's important. Just understanding that failure is part of the process. If you just started your path, went on to success, and had no issues, it'd be pretty boring, okay? Like if you're watching a movie, that's a pretty boring movie. I would want a refund. But it may be enjoyable, I suppose, but it's also unlikely, okay? So just know that failure is part of the process. There's always two sides to a coin. And it's just how you handle that failure, how you bounce back, and how you keep moving forward. Next one is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is huge because it allows you to be grateful for what you have right now. I know, mind-blowing, right? Oh, it's super bright now. Colors are probably going to be different. Okay, but I wasn't really grateful for what I had growing up. I grew up in an amazing family. My parents loved me so much. I had so many resources. They sacrificed so much for me, but yet I still wanted more. I still hated myself for what I had. I wasn't appreciative, and I really, really regret that. So practice gratitude. And there you have it. This was a high-level overview of how to glow up as an Asian guy, and all of these could be their own video. I just wanted to do an overview so you have a brief understanding of how everything works and how to get started. And if you want more specific advice on these pillars and all that stuff, be sure to subscribe for more because I will be posting more about Asian glow up. So hope this helped. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.